My computer's still broken, so I'm just gonna try to read more Sonic High School. And yeah. Okay. Sonic High School, Chapter 11. Tails and Cream. That sounds yummy. That baby is Espio's, said Tails. Tails, being smart, was right. Knuckles had done an insane body donation and became Espio and Rouge's baby. But was it still Knuckles? Rouge picked the baby up and held him in her arms because her baby with Knuckles before he became a baby was in her other arm. Now you have two babies to look after, said Tails. Good luck! Sonic was on the other side of the hall and wished that Tails was talking to him, but Tails was still mad at him, so he was not. Rouge grabbed her two babies and had them both eat from her terrific boobs. Terrific boobs! She smiled and felt like a mother, Sonic thought. She smiled and felt like a mother, and Sonic thought. Sonic said what he was thinking and said, Rouge, you should name your babies. It will be hard to tell them apart if you don't. No, because one looks like Knuckles and the other looks like Espio. I'm pretty sure it won't be hard to tell. Rouge thought that was good. Rouge went over to Espio, who was sitting on the ground looking bad and tired from fighting Knuckles before he became Espio's baby. Hey, Espio, what would you name our baby? What would you name our baby that looks like you? Said Rouge to Espio. Well, it is still Knuckles according to Tails, so we should keep him Knuckles, said Espio to Rouge. Okay, said Rouge, and I'll name my baby with Knuckles before he became Baby Knuckles Jr. Because, screw it, I'm gonna call my baby Punchy. Because I had him with Knuckles before he became a baby, and he looked like Knuckles before he became a baby. My brain just melted. Rouge was happy and walked out of the hall, and then out of the school like a bat. And then Espio did the same thing, but in a way that looked like a chameleon would instead. So she flew out, is what you're saying, and then Espio just climbed up on walls for no apparent reason. With cool alien karate chopped hands. There is one thing that everyone is forgetting, said Sonic. Charmy B is still locked up at Knuckles' house. I will go rescue him, said Sonic. Ran out of the school and into Knuckles' house. Sonic ran into Knuckles' mom on the way to his room in his house. Knuckles' mom, said Sonic. Something happened and Knuckles look different. We'll be okay, and you will understand soon enough. Please don't worry, said Sonic. This is such a way that Knuckles... Mom smiled and kept cooking in the kitchen. She's making fried chicken. I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. Sonic was not just... Oh, I thought that said fat. Sonic was not just fast. Oh crap, tonight's Saturday. Anime night! But was also very good at relieving people. Sonic also noticed that Knuckles' mom was kind of hot. With solid boobs. MILF. It's Stifler's mom! That she had developed over decades. Sonic went upstairs to Knuckles' room, which was painted all red, just like Knuckles before he became a baby. There was a cage in the corner of the room and Charmy B was in it. Sonic unlocked the cage with the key on Knuckles' desk and opened the cage. Come on out, Charmy B, said Sonic. You are rescued! Charmy walked out instead of flying out like he always does and said, Thank you, Sonic. I'm going to go home and prepare for my role in the play that is soon. I'm the lead role. Sonic forgot about the play because the play was the gayest thing in the school. But it was going to happen even if no one went to watch it. That's horrible. Sonic, dude, you're supposed to be supporting your friends. You gotta go watch it, yo. The next day of school happened and Tails was in class with Cream. It was very different. It was very difficult science class because Tails was the smartest person. Wait, it was a very difficult class because Tails was the smartest person in school and he only took the hardest classes. Cream was in the class because she wanted to be mentally challenged. More like she is mentally challenged. We have a test in class tomorrow, said Tails to Cream. It's going to be hard, and I have to study for it to make sure I get a good grade. Tails always got good grades, but studied anyways. Tails looked at Cream, who was there. Me too, said Cream to Tails. I don't have ideas, but so why don't you come over to my house tonight and we can study instead? best thing ever to Tails. Tails secretly had a crush on Cream. He wanted to feel the body, of this sexy friend. Always, even though she was Charmy Bee's girlfriend, Cream was a different kind of sexy that was only really sexy to some people. That Tails was one of them. Okay, said Tails, sounding more excited than he wanted. I'll come over your house tonight. Tails was very smart, but he was not the best at getting with teenage women. So part of life like this was challenging for Tails. Hey, chicks dig sexy, smart guys. I know I do. You're wearing glasses, I'm gonna jump you. I'm just saying. This is just me. It was now this evening. Tails was getting ready to go to Cream's house. Tails was excited to get closer to Cream, but he was also nervous he might mess up like a love idiot. He thought about asking Sonic, but then remembered he is pissed at Sonic. Get over it! Then he thought about asking Espio, but Espio was in the hospital getting all his wounds fixed from being in a fight with Knuckles before he became a baby. Tails wanted to seem like a sex man to Cream, so he sprayed his dad's cologne on himself and put a breath wash in his mouth. It's called a breath mint, not a breath wash. Tails smelled good and looked good and went to Cream's house by flying. Oh, this is Cream. I'm waiting for Tails, said Cream as she sat on her bed in her bedroom studying without Tails. Tails flew into the window. Hi, Cream! I'm at your house now! Obviously, if you're stupid, said Tails. Tails sat on her bed, sort of next to her, but not too close to promote sex thoughts. Let's study, said Tails. Wow, before we study, you smell good, Tails, said Cream, put her face right up against Tails and smelled him hard like a big bad wolf blowing on down a house. I can't even think with that sentence. Tails laughed all nervously and said, do I really? Oh, haha, thanks. I always smell this way. I guess you just noticed when you were home. Tails did a little wiggle on her bed and pushed her face and body away because he was nervous. Please let's study. Oh, you puss. Tails and Cream studied for the test the next hour. And the whole time, Tails could only concentrate on one thing. His growing erection. What the heck is an erection? Tails touched it sometimes when they were studying to make sure it stayed put, and Cream could not see it, but it was only getting so big, oh, am I reading this alone, that it would pop out of a place like this when the straw in the soda rised up, probably because of the bubbles, and you pushed it down, but it just came back up anyway, so you get iced tea instead? No, I still get soda. Tails was still the most nervous, but he decided that this was his chance. He would not get another chance as good as this if he did not take it now. Cream, I have something to tell you. Oh, Cream, I have something to tell you! Screamed Tails to Cream, letting out all the nervousness so he could be smooth like a movie star. What is it, Tails? Tell me all about it! Said Cream back, not looking hot. Tails was not so nervous anymore. Tails said, Cream, I have lust after you rabbit genitals since... She has genitals? Since day one. I think you're the hottest woman I have ever been to. I know you are Charmy's girlfriend, but toss him aside and let my penis murder everything inside of you. Oh, if somebody said that to me, I'd back away. Tails took out his penis. I can't read this seriously. Tails took out his penis, and he was so in love that his penis was literally screaming. I can even just imagine that penis screaming. Woo! Said Cream. I did not know you felt this way, but I'm glad you do because Charmy B is totally gay. Oh, you're a horrible girlfriend. Cream reached over and grabbed Tails' penis and began to give it a good shake. She loved his boner. Oh wow, you can say boner, but you can't say erection. With her hand and pulled him around the room by his penis. Ow! Like he was a wagon to get him more excited. Tails' penis was so big that it was about to burst like someone stepping on a tube of Colgate toothpaste. Those aren't really good vivid images, but Tails could feel the semen bubbling inside his penis. Does that really happen? Do guys semen bubble? I don't know. Like Santa going back up the chimney. What? When he was done. And the presents he had left down in the house were Tails' balls. Which were already there, though Cream was getting hot too. She did not take off her clothes, but Tails could See, Tails could tell she also had an erection. Oh, so Cream's got a... Does everybody have a wang dang doodle in this? But then, just when things are becoming like one of the porns that Sonic had in his room and his mom let him have, Cream stopped and said, "No, I cannot do this. Not while I'm still boyfriend and girlfriend with Charmy. He made me a fag ass." You're mean, but we are in a relationship and I need to respect him. I will break up with him tomorrow and then we can do sex. Cream collected her things together. "I think I am ready for tomorrow's test. Thanks, Tails." "Aw, man," said Tails. Tails putting his scrotum away. And was sad about not getting to ejaculate his dick. "Okay, as long as you promise me your sex." "I promise," said Cream. Then Cream kissed Tails on the dick, cheek. Tails thought it was cool and flew back home. I still have nothing to say. Nothing. Okay, I'm done.